Hello, I'm Guna.
Hello, I'm Gunnar, and welcome to episode 19 of G&G Radio. We're back.
We're back.
With a bang. Lots to talk about, so we'll just get into it. The City game.
Straight into it.
Well, what do you think?
What's not... What?
Alright, well, we got the usual features, Prick of the Week, which I know a lot of people come here for now. They don't even want to hear us, they just want to hear the Prick of the Week. Tone of Twitter, good ref, bad ref, rival watch, fact of the day, and then we'll do our predictions because there's some good midweek games coming up. So, the City game.
City.
What's your thoughts?
Great result. Great performance. Nail-biting stuff.
Yeah.
It was painful to watch, to be honest.
Why?
Because obviously we went behind. I think first half they played a lot better than we did.
Really?
Not a lot better, but they...
From what I saw, it looked quite balanced in the first half.
I wouldn't say it was not a lot better, but they because
the Silva injury knocked them a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. But they were the better side of I felt in the first half. I think second half was completely different. I think we were the better team.
Yeah.
And then went behind.
Oh, yeah, that was a sucker punch. I don't know, I can't remember.
Yeah. So started badly, obviously.
Yeah.
But then, the fight back, Nacho, good old Nacho Monreal.
He was immense.
Gabriel was immense. There's so many to go through.
Yeah, Gabriel was good. What happened with Gabriel? He looked like a world beater.
Literally grew into...
He looked so angry, by the way.
It's like he took responsibility. That's what it was. He was like, I'm winning this. I don't want to lose. And that's what you wanted to see.
Why do you think that was? Because, in a sense of why wasn't he doing that before? Or do you think he's finding his feet or something?
Look, I don't think he's as bad as everyone makes out to be. I think maybe it's just a mental thing again.
Yeah, it was the clumsiness. It wasn't really his ability.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it was just a mental thing. The guys just all sort of united and stepped up as a team, and for the boss, and more importantly for the fans.
For the boss, I noticed you mentioned that. That's funny because a lot of the players came out afterwards and said that basically that was for him, to show that we're still playing for him. Well, Ramsey said that. Yeah.
I think I heard something along the lines.
Yeah. Any thoughts on that?
I don't like hearing that, but because...
Well, you should do it for yourself, really, and
most
for
definitely,
the team.
Yeah, but no,
but
it's
because
nice.
Of the
it's
adversity.
Nice, of course. You can't hide away from the fact that what's going on.
Yeah,
outside,
there's been a lot of pressure.
Of course, the players are not stupid. But it was a great performance. I watched it on TV. I wasn't there. Mr. Gunner himself was.
Yeah, I was going to get into that. I was at the game.
Yeah, so but the fans were great.
They were
could
rocking.
hear them through the TV, so
they were so great. Good the whole game.
The sun was out, so it was like that good old sort of.
It had the FA Cup feeling.
It did.
I loved the cup,
and it was a good game, even for the neutral. It went into extra time.
Yeah, a few people have told me that as well.
It was end-to-end stuff at certain points.
It was, by the end, it was a bit of a sort of blow for blow.
But really good performances all around. I think Xhaka had a good game as well, and I think he got a good, judging by sort of Twitter and stuff like that, he got good sort of feedback on his performance.
Did they show it on TV where he went to protect one of our players? He just went mad. He came flying in out of nowhere.
Definitely. Who was he protecting?
I can't remember.
Yeah, they definitely show that, and I remember seeing towards the end of the game, the ball went out of play, and he was gesturing to the fans, getting the fans.
Was he doing?
Up.
I never saw that. No way.
Which you don't see a lot of, and it was nice to see, and then the fans reacted.
I love that. That's a nice bit of passion there.
Exactly. So it was good.
Oh yeah, you see that picture of Wenger at the end?
Yeah, that's doing
the rounds.
That live,
that was a bit of passion that everyone wanted to see.
Exactly, and he was out on the touchline towards.
Yeah, the first 20 minutes. He was up and down, and I could hear, you can hear mutterings around you. Oh, this is what he does. It doesn't, because Guardiola's right on the edge, puffing his chest out and waving at the players and doing all these hand gestures. And Wenger's got his hands in his pockets, roaming up and down. But by that second half, he was right on the edge the whole time. He was there. Bold was even coming up and down as well. Yeah,
that's unusual. You don't see them do.
I know. Yeah,
much.
They were really involved.
It was good.
Okay, so Xhaka was good. That was an improvement for him.
Yeah.
Then we got a lot to talk about because what do you think about the boy, Rob Holding, the kid?
Yeah, what can I say? Like, do you know what? It was unfortunate because he had a great chance with the header. It was a free header. It was
I saw that.
It was like icing on the cake.
How did it look on TV? Because I was thinking maybe the ball was too far ahead of him.
Should have scored.
Oh, he should have. I thought so.
He'll be ruining that. Definitely, that would be on his mind.
Yeah.
I should have scored that.
Well, hopefully it'll give him a taste.
Fitting for him to score. But yeah, what a performance. And obviously people are making the comparison of...
With John Stones, 50 mil.
Rightly so, though. Because I still haven't heard a lot of people, and Wenger said it, and was like one of the sort of attributes he was highlighting when he signed him was that he can play with the ball. He's comfortable. And
that was just quickly on that one, from what I saw, because there was times when he was like on my side. His close control... Like this kid, he wants to play football.
Yeah,
he's got a great touch.
He was doing the odd little run out with the balls, and
and little shoulder feints and nice first touches and stuff.
That's the thing that they sort of rate John Stones about so much, but you don't really hear. But anyway, I'm glad that he's not in the headlines.
Yeah, he's under the radar,
and let him do his thing and develop. Nicely, because he's looking like a good £2 million well spent.
So there's talk of a resurgence of Oxlade. I mean, if this does happen quite a lot, but I think he's been progressing at a steady pace. I don't think he's ever fallen off or anything.
Injuries have played
just the injuries have played a part.
And mentally a bit, but that
actually there were times he's had dips in form.
I say that though, but it's all like I can't really remember, but more time it's like at home when he was having that sort of phase, and it's like when the players do something wrong, and it was that phase when the fans were getting down their back straight away. So it's not going to help their confidence. And
it's more of a collective
and the mental
thing.
game. If do you know if anything, it's their actual technical game. It is progressing the mental side. Things like that.
Pep Guardiola was complimenting our players technically, saying how we were hurting them. We hurt them on the counter attack. And
they asked him that at the end. He had a little. Interview with the BBC or whoever, BT Sports, sorry. And they asked him about the role, and he weren't like too overjoyed. He was like, yeah, and I think who was with him? Welbeck. They started laughing. So there was obviously a little private joke when he said the question. They looked at each other, started laughing. He was like, I think he's got to learn. He said he has to obviously learn the defensive side a bit more, but if it allows him to sort of play his game and he still gets to do a bit of that attacking that he said he was used to, then will benefit him. But no, if it means he's playing every week and he's doing well, so rightly so. Yeah, definite. I'm up for it. Well, I know Oxlade got man of the match. We'll go on to him in a minute. But for me, the complete standout performer was Nacho. And I was saying it to the person I was with the whole game. I was like, Nacho looks brilliant, terrific today. How did it? Yeah, definitely. Who was your man of the match? I'd say Gabriel. Oh, really? Yeah, I really do, because I was watching him and he was just getting his body in the way. He was making crucial interceptions when Sane was a good few times when Sane was breaking through on the left. He was sort of just nipped the ball off. He dealt with Sane really well. And Sane's a player that I rate really highly. He's dangerous. He is. And Czech made an unbelievable save off that Toure shot. Really, he's man of the match, because if he didn't get his fingernail to that ball, then they would have scored. But do you think maybe that there was some slight redemption for the Aguero goal? Because from my angle, I kind of felt he could have done a little bit better maybe. Yeah, definitely. He stuttered. He could have come out a bit quicker. And City, I'm not too sure where he went wrong, but it's just like, surely you could have done better, because the ball was, Aguero knocked it too far ahead. Yeah. He ran out, he sort of stopped. I don't know, and he didn't raise his left hand. He didn't make his body big. He just sort of got sat on his ass. Yeah, but City will feel grieved as well, because they had a goal ruled out of play when... Yeah, it was like wrongly disallowed. But it's fine margins. I saw the replay. It was very close. Very close. So you can see why it's given. But this video technology, again, it has to come in. It's crazy, because... And we're saying this and we've benefited from it, but you don't want to see that, really. Do you know what? All knockout, you've said it, like, and it's a knockout game as well. Big games, knockouts, and there's always an incorrect decision. It's like... It's a shame, You had the Bayern, Barca... Oh, no, sorry, Bayern... Was it? the other week, or
but I mean,
Madrid,
that was hypocritical though, because we had our thing with them.
But it just, there's just so many all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was unfortunate.
Yeah,
for City, right. But yeah, we're not complaining. It was a bit of good luck for us.
Yeah,
on the good end. It is.
Well, I wanted to ask you about this formation because since our last podcast, we've had 2 games of the 3-5. Is it 3-5-2 or 3-4-3? 3-5-2,
yeah,
right?
Well, it's on paper it's a 3-5-2.
Yeah, because the midfielders dropped back to make a 5 at the back.
Yeah, but I don't know. It sort of goes into a 3-4-3 almost.
It's okay. It's pretty quite fluid, but anyway. So we've changed formation, and Wenger's changed as well, and everyone's saying, he's still got life in him based on that. Do you think maybe that's brought out the best in Oxlade, Gabriel, or do you think it was for other reasons that we got the win yesterday? Basically, what do you think about this new formation?
Like when we sort of at the beginning, BT Sports, like the pundit had Ian Wright, Ferdinand, and Richard Dunn, I think.
The old City boy, yeah.
It was slaughtering Arsenal, literally, giving us no hope.
What about Wrighty? Slaughtering.
Yeah, like no hope. Like I want to see something. Do you know what? It was like I was really annoyed. But then, and Ferdinand said obviously he was sort of doubting the 3-5-2 because he didn't think we can play it basically, and we haven't had enough time, which is kind of a right argument.
But the Middlesbrough game was almost like an audition for this.
Most definitely, but it's still 2 games in. It's still new to the players.
Yeah,
right, Oxlade-Chamberlain's playing a completely different role than he's used to. The
wing back.
Exactly. But
Ox was brilliant.
I think we defended superbly. BT was slaughtering us, the punditry, but
I'm so glad I couldn't hear that.
A good few times, it did pick up on how well we were getting back, and we were getting back like the good old, well, not the good old, but you've seen us go forward, and there was flashes at the beginning and thought, like the Aguero goal as well was a kind of an example.
It scares you. Your heart jumps a little bit.
We get caught on the counter very quickly, but on a Sunday, we were just getting back so quickly, and then before you know, you had the 5 almost there, and
and once you got that shape, because Guardiola mentioned it, he said it's hard for us because we're playing against 8 to 10 men.
Yeah, because you're getting back so quickly, and it was nice to see.
It's good. Oh man, that's funny.
Listen, if 2 games and it's 2 wins, so why change? Why change it if it's going to work?
Oh yeah,
it's looking good.
It looks great.
Yeah, it's okay. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of it.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of it because also like the players we played against, they were top players. You're talking about Sane, De Bruyne, Aguero. That was a big win. And the formation, to me, from what it looked like to me, it really stifled them. Like they played really well. I mean, Toure, he looks like he's been playing football for about 1,000 years.
Toure had that moment. Like it was like when I was watching, I was like, "Oh, this is typical." The last 15 minutes was like let me roll back the years. Literally, just for Arsenal for the last 50, he was just like when he had the ball and he was doing these little direct runs into the bar. I was like, oh God, he's gonna come up with something. He had the free kick. I thought he was gonna whip it in top corner. I thought, oh gosh, but yeah, no, we held out. We did well. Ramsey, Xhaka. What do you think of Ramsey, Xhaka? Because I think they played well.
I think they did. The thing that I liked about Ramsey, that I've always liked about him, is his energy. I feel like he does so much to tire out the opposition. So it looked to me like he was just a ball of energy. He was running about, so he was really effective. And Xhaka, he impressed me with the passing as well. He kept picking up the ball and swinging it across field.
I think other aspects of his game impressed me, Xhaka, more, because I think for me, I know he's got the passing in his locker, so I've seen enough already to know it's there. Do you know, even though he does have a few that go stray or he's a bit sloppy, I think that's more of a thing of his all-round game. Needs to get better, and then you'll see the fruits of sort of the labour of his passing, because I think the passing's there. But just everything else, he was more aggressive, the tackling. The
aggression is
positioning.
really
just,
needed.
The all-round game.
And like you said, when he was firing up the crowd, like that's some good passion that you want in the team, because that runs through the team. Like when Sanchez first came, he had that effect, and everyone was saying, "Yeah, he's really lifting our spirits."
Yep.
And yeah. All right. Cool. Well, look forward to the final. That's in May. Do you know what? One last word on that. I'm really happy about us getting to that final because if we win that, we're looking at a pretty decent season.
Yeah, definitely.
In my opinion.
But it's another big game. It's another sort of, I hate to say it, but it's another big game for potential heartbreak and outrage, because the way our fan base is and the whole media around us at the minute.
But I didn't feel any of that at that game.
It's basically another trap almost for them. Not a trap.
But do you know what? There was word that a lot of people boycotted that game. And
I heard. And
when I read that made sense to me a little bit because the atmosphere was very positive.
Yeah, but the media build up to it was a load of bollocks. Anyway.
I didn't see it.
Like even like the Paddy Power thing had the Wenger in.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, and BT throughout the game, the punditry was awful. It was so biased. I was watching it with an Arsenal fan and a Man United fan.
Yeah,
even the United fan was like, what are they going on about? Because some of the stuff was like, really? But yeah, we'll lead on to that.
Yeah. All right, cool. So Ian Wright changed his tone a little bit. Okay. And I got a quote. It's this SIC. It's not an accurate quote, but he's gone, the problems are upstairs. So he's aiming at Kroenke and sort of board level. He said Sunderland changed managers, but never upstairs. So their results are always the same. He said, I'd like to see a change at board level and then Wenger given another chance. So that last line. So he said he wants change at board level above management, but he wants to see Wenger given another chance. To me, this is backtracking from Righty. Why? Do you think is this just the excitement from the game? This quote couldn't have been any more than a few hours after the game.
Backtracking from what sort of?
He's been. I'm sure he's been sort of time for change and stuff.
Yeah, kind of. I think it's a load of bullshit, to be honest. That quote there. if I'm going to be brutally honest.
Why? You know what? To be one fair.
It's the first time I've heard that, to be honest. Like, as you've just told me.
That's pretty much what he said. But some people have said that he would have some connects to the club. So bear that in mind. But I'm not sure how accurate.
Okay, if their all problem is that Wenger's runs the place almost, and he does what he wants. So he wants a change in board, but then the same manager. It's still going to run the same. What do you think the board are doing? Do you think people say the board are holding him? They may have held sort of money back and stuff, but I think obviously we've had the stadium, etc., etc. But I think in the last few years the money has been there, and we have spent. We bought Ozil. We spent big money on Ozil. We then spent big money on Sanchez, and then we spent a lot of money last year. Yeah. For 100 win. Exactly. So the money's been there in the last few years. Do you know? And that's to Wenger's discretion.
To me, it feels like it's a collective thing. Like, so it's not going to change. They're all on the same page.
It's not going to change whether you're going to have Tom, Dick, or Harry upstairs if you want Wenger there. Do you know? So
there's a lot of heat going on Kroenke right now.
They all want him out, really.
Who, Kroenke or Wenger?
Righty, I'm saying, or like all these ex-pundits, because they come out with a different thing every week. Obviously, they're so-called fans, so when the things they're going to say positive things, but at the same time, their intentions that they do want change because they've come out and sort of said it.
I think
that a lot of people do want change now. But it doesn't bother me. It's a club. As long as we're doing well, it doesn't matter who's sort of running it. But I think, I've heard a few rumours that there is unrest upstairs, and there is things going on behind the scenes.
What, at board level?
Yeah, that I think there's sort of differances. I think
you're reminding me. So what about this Mark Overmars rumour?
What's that? That
he's rumoured to be our first or next director of football.
Yeah, I heard about that. I've been hearing that Gazidis is kicking up the fuss, who wants change basically and wants things changed at board level. And
how are we supposed to know? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. You don't know.
Yeah,
I think he's the one who wants to kick change, and if not, then you might see his departure in the summer. I don't know. That's what I've been hearing. But
we're in our third final in 4 years. There's not a lot of clubs that can say that. pretty ridiculous record.
We've definitely fallen off in the Premiership this year. It's been way below our standards.
Yeah.
But for the first part, we was obviously competing.
Fat Sam's Palace just beat Liverpool as well. Any word on that? Because I'm like
it's still
the top four.
No,
I know it's like
it's not over.
It's such an Arsenal thing, isn't it? To not be completely out.
It's not
like you still got a chance.
Exactly. But yeah, no. Look, other teams have. We're just going to be going on around the same things, really repeating things that we've said already about us.
Yeah, fair enough.
Achieving all the time and being consistent, but I guess people don't want to hear that anymore. But
all right. So BT Sport, you felt they were anti-Arsenal.
Oh, most definitely.
I caught a clip of one of the analysis things, and the guy was the main host kicking up a fuss about the disallowed goal and showed the replay from about 4 angles. And then it made a little case for video technology, which from then on I agreed with, obviously. But a big part of me was like, you guys, nobody was saying anything when they scored 2 offside goals against us. So there was that, and then there was what you were saying.
Yeah, because even they were like, it was bad, some of the stuff. Like, even they have Howard Webb, is it?
Yeah.
Obviously, your boy Howard Webb.
I saw that.
When there's a sort of a decision, they go to him and say, "What do you think, Howard?" And he tells. But so the Aguero penalty claim when Oxlade sort of went in behind him, there was no. Okay,
I don't think it was a penalty.
Even if he brushed a minimum, like me personally, I didn't see no clear touch on
football
on
is
TV.
a contact sport.
Yeah, and I didn't see no clear touch on the TV. I saw Aguero clip himself.
Yeah,
but they seemed to their whole point was Oxlade basically clipped him or enough pressure to make him
but that's the
fall.
thing, when you're running at speed, it does only take a little nudge or whatever to.
But Howard Webb was like, no penalty, and they were disagreeing with him, you know. And then
Webb stepped out
the
of line.
Sanchez one where Sanchez was getting pulled back.
Yeah.
They were like, okay, it's a penalty, but not so much. Like, they kept going on about the Aguero thing.
Yeah, it's like
60 minutes into the game,
they were
still going on about it. Yeah,
it is very inconsistent.
Webb was like, the Sanchez one, definite penalty. I would have given that. That's more of a penalty than the Aguero one.
That was definite penalty. I saw that in the ground.
They weren't touching on that. The Aguero thing, there was another foul, and McManaman must have come up with, it wasn't as bad as the Aguero foul or something like that. I was like, oh my day, it was a different level.
Wow.
But yeah.
So
you'll hear about Steve later.
Is that possible for a channel to be actually biased against Arsenal, for people to have agendas? Of course it is. It must be. Because they're just taking it personal, maybe. It's obviously not BT Sport. They just work.
It wasn't very. They should have had more of a new. Okay, they had Ian Wright at the beginning.
That is a pattern.
He wasn't exactly pro Arsenal.
You don't get the Ray Parlers or them lot coming on.
And commentary at ex Man City. No,
that sounds fair.
It was Matt Manaman. Was he City?
I'm pretty sure he played for City, but I can't remember.
Either way, they had.
I'm sure he played for City.
Either way, they had City, and they had Matt Manaman.
No, Matt Manaman did play for City.
Yeah, and they had Hoddle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? On BBC, the one before, they had Danny Murphy, I think, or ex-Tottenham. But where's the it was so shocking.
I got to say that the level of punditry is lacking. It's not really taken seriously. A lot of other professions are professions. You got to do it properly, go through the proper routes and stuff. But I don't know what. Anyway, one interesting stat here: Sanchez has now scored against all other 19 Premier League teams.
No way.
What do you think of that?
Wow, that's consistency there.
Yeah,
has performing against the big boys, as everyone likes to say, the big games.
Oh yeah, that's true, because that includes City, Chelsea, Tottenham, United,
all the big guys,
Liverpool.
Big boys. Wow, that's a really good. Wow.
And it's only taken him 3 years. How long has he been in? 3 years, I think.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There's a little quote of that as well. Wenger said, I thought I'd give this to everyone. He said, he is an animal, always ready to kill. He will never give up. Oh, actually, no, this is why I put the quote. He will be here next year because he has a contract, and hopefully we will manage to extend. So he's quite confident about Sanchez extending.
Well, but if you read along the lines, that means they're willing to see his contract out. I don't think we'll sell him. I don't think
we're going to miss out.
He won't do.
So you think we'd rather let him run out his contract than take 60 mil?
Yeah, definitely. I think.
No way.
Depending on who comes, if a foreign club,
Wenger can't turn down.
If a foreign club comes with an outrageous bid,
yeah,
like the Chinese or whoever and Sanchez is able to go, then possibly. But I don't think he's going to do the Van Persie mistake again. I don't think if City come up with a 30 million bid for
those
Sanchez
days are over. No.
Those Chelsea with a 40 mil bid, I think we'll Turner will snub it and we'll happily let him see his contract out.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that.
Leading on to
the tone of Twitter.
So,
what's the tone?
I think it's been okay because obviously we had the Borough game and we won, and it wasn't
really has. Where's those guys? Wait, where's those guys that tweet us after a loss?
I know.
There's about 4 or 5 of you lot, and I'm sure out of 4 or 5 of you, one of you lot listen to the pod. Where were you yesterday? Yeah. Where I didn't hear fuck all.
Yeah, and against Borough.
It's so quiet, and against Middlesbrough, I didn't hear nothing. In fact, I think one of you likes one of our tweets. But anyway.
Yeah. But no, that's fine. We don't have nothing against...
I'm not going to gloat, even though you lot would gloat. But
we don't have anything... We don't have no personal grudges.
We're all fans. It's fans with views. Of course.
We're all fans with just different views.
Yeah, of course. No, I don't take it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
I just find it amusing.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, there's such a quiet...
Yeah.
Just, I don't know, eerie quietness from a certain...
I think it's been positive. I think swinging to the positive after the City game now, I think we're on a high. Twitter's good at the minute.
That was a big win.
People are not really focusing on anything negative at the minute. Maybe in a few days' time.
No, that's good, actually.
Or maybe just leading up to the Leicester game, knowing us typically. But
we'll get into that with the predictions.
It's good.
Generally, it's good.
Yeah, what do you think?
I think generally it's good. I've seen a lot of people that are Wenger outers that have been praising him for the tactics against Guardiola.
Yeah. And doing a 3-5-2, he's getting a lot of praise for.
Yeah, because Guardiola didn't change his formation, and it seems to be the in thing at the moment.
Yeah, and obviously people label Wenger a dinosaur, and he doesn't change. And obviously, if you look at the stats, like the first time he's done it in 20 years.
It was 20 years, yeah.
But he's done it.
I know.
So you got to praise him for having the balls to be changing the formation when you're in crisis and you're not winning games.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you know what? He said one of the reasons to do it wasn't just for tactics, but mentally to give them something fresh to work with.
So he's a smart man.
That is quite smart.
Definitely.
All right. One question for you.
Yeah.
We got a trophy to give somebody.
Really?
Or some people. It's the coveted Prick of the Week.
Oh, Prick of the Week. Huh. Well, they've been sort of the common theme, I think, sort of throughout the pod. Well, not a common theme, but we've mentioned.
Was it that bad that they get an award for it?
Oh, most definitely. They're getting the coveted award.
Okay, who is it? What is it?
I'm just going to give it to the BT Sport panel.
The whole panel,
the punditry, not the panel. Sorry, just the commentary team of Steve McManaman and I think it was Glenn Hoddle.
It sounds so biased though when you say that, McManaman and Hoddle.
It was biased. It was so bad. It was terrible. And I wasn't the only one. Like I said, I was watching it with an Arsenal fan and a Man United fan. They both agreed. And on reflection, I saw on Twitter, it was the same people.
Oh, where people sort of...
Yeah, so many people were picking up on how sort of biased their commentary was. And it started sort of on a negative tip towards Arsenal in the beginning with Ferdinand Wright and Dunn. And even Dunn wasn't really saying much. It was more Ferdinand and Wright. But it's the questions as well by the host, the questions that they're asking.
What's the angle of it? Or something?
Of course, they're all sort of, based on a negative.
It sort of leads them down a path.
Exactly. But hey, great performance, and you could always hear the
silence the critics. It's the best way
in the commentary, like McManaman, Arsenal won. You know, like you could hear they
really
won
deflated.
Fully.
Danny Murphy's the worst for that, by the way.
He's
like
the Tottenham
gets
game,
depressed.
the Tottenham game, Jermaine Genius that they heard he was getting.
Oh man, I was in the car. I'll never forget that.
It's just becoming ridiculous. But
it's hilarious. I think they should just get independent, like pundits, like people nobody knows, just actual professionals.
Exactly. I think we've said this before. Job. Exactly. Yeah, we've said this before.
All right, good ref, bad ref. Go on.
I think he had a bad game.
He did.
He had a good game.
He had a good game. It benefited us though.
Yeah, exactly. He had a good game. He had a good game in that sort of that terms of in our sort of favour, but generally, I think he didn't really have much control of the game.
Yeah, at one point, I could see that he lost complete control of the game,
and obviously he made a few incorrect decisions.
Yeah, 2 penalties and incorrect. I mean, that the goal he couldn't tell because you're not going to see the ankle.
You're definitely not going to see the ankle.
Yeah, and Sane's quick, so.
But he sort of gave Sanchez a harsh yellow card early.
Oh, really?
And then he had a sort of sporadic in the second half. I think he was sort of freely just handing them out.
Probably trying to get a grip on the game.
But yeah, I don't think he had a great game. But either what you say, he didn't have a great game, but then maybe he was just
he done what he could.
Maybe he was just trying to almost turn a blind and let the game flow. I mean, the penalty decisions.
I appreciate that because it's a semi-final.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Aguero one, I think it was soft. And then the Sanchez one, I think you could see him sort of looking, but it was sort of out of play and the ball was heavy. Yeah. It was hit heavy. So Sanchez was not really going to get it anyway.
Yeah, I don't think it was super nailed on either.
Yeah. I mean, if the ball was in play, if the ball was sort of there by his feet, then possibly, but I think the ball was going out anyway.
Still though, you know, I mean, if it's contact. Oh no, sorry, what am I saying? No, the Sanchez one was a complete penalty.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, it was like, I'm sure the pass was overhit, so it wasn't like the ball was right in play with him,
but
sort of.
Even if the ball was on the other side of the pitch, if he's getting grappled down,
that's
definitely a foul.
But maybe he was just trying to let the game flow. That's what I mean. You see so many times
that was the English style,
the red card will come out straight away for like a penalty
and you don't want
free kick. Exactly. So you could have actually, there was nothing really early on for him to say he could have pulled the red card and the game has been ruined. But yeah, it worked in our favour, so I don't really give a toss.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, happy days. It's like I said earlier. It's not often that we're on the good end of the refereeing decisions.
It's not. So yeah, I'll take that. And do you know what? After the Premier League thing, because BT Sport was saying that this was a big cup game and they got kicked out the semi-final because of that incorrect goal, but we've lost a 6-pointer. It wasn't even 3. That was a 6-pointer against City to 2 offside goals.
Exactly.
And how many points are they ahead of us now? It's about 6 or something.
Yeah.
So there you go. We could have been ahead of them.
Yeah, definitely.
I found that really inconsistent. All right, cool. So tweet of the week. Right, it is by at Johnny O'Neill, JONNYONEILL, and he says, "Send me Steve McManaman's tears. I want to splash my face." Yes.
Great tweet.
Great tweet. I love that.
That one made me laugh.
All right. Fact of the day. Have you got anything in that magic pot of facts?
Yeah, I do. So, this week's fact of the day. It's a bit of an old one for you. Again.
Yeah, that's, oldie but goldie. I like that.
It comes from 1975. So on this day, on the Wednesday when we play Leicester.
We want our Arsenal back.
Our Arsenal back. Well,
that was a bad season, right?
It was a very bad season. It was a season where we finished 16th.
I knew it.
So this is why I'm scared. It's a lot of...
there's a little veiled...
And it was a 1-0 victory over Tottenham. Coming off. Well, it was the first victory in the last 5.
Against Tottenham?
No, we didn't win in the last 5, so...
all around.
A bad patch.
Fuck, yeah.
Arsenal, Tottenham. We won 1-0.
Lovely.
Okay, we've had the 2 results recently, but we've had the bad patch. Got Arsenal, Tottenham on Sunday. So,
Oh, I see what you're getting at.
But yeah, we ended up finished, I think, 19th that season, so... But we're not going to finish 19th this 16th. Season, obviously.
Because 19th we'd be relegated.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Apologies, 16th.
We're the Arsenal, mate.
We're the Arsenal. As long as we beat Tottenham 1-0.
I know, that's so funny.
1-0.
This has been happening for years, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, that's a great fact. I love that. And hopefully we'll whoop Tottenham. Mm-hmm. So on that note, predictions.
Do you want to do Rival Watch? Should we do...
We could do Rival Watch. Yeah, we could do that.
Rival Watch. Anyway.
I'll put the sound in, don't worry.
Yeah, you stick that in. So it's juicy fixtures this week.
I know the Prem is ridiculous right now.
So you got Chelsea, Southampton.
I wouldn't be a better man, I tell you.
Oh, most definitely me neither. Saying that, I will be putting the bets on. We got Chelsea, Southampton Tuesday.
Yeah.
Then Arsenal, Leicester. Palace, Spurs.
Wow.
Tricky for Spurs.
That's a good one.
Given the form that Palace.
Fat Sam's really doing it, isn't it? Relegation specialist.
Yeah, definitely. And then, the TV money's...
Oh, I'm looking forward to this one, though.
When you got Man United, Man City on a Thursday night.
All right, who are you rooting for? Because me, personally, I just can't stand Mourinho at all costs, so I want City to win so badly.
I want to draw.
Oh, shit, no, actually, sorry.
Yeah, draw.
If I put emotion to the side, we need a draw.
But yeah, I would like to see City just spank
I just want Mourinho to just...
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And then obviously Sunday we got the big one, North London Derby.
Is that Sunday?
That's Sunday, mate.
Fuck.
Fucking hell.
All right, well...
Yeah, I think we might have to even throw out another special pod just for the...
We will.
For the Derby. Juicy.
All right.
Predictions.
Go on, let's do it.
Leicester, it's going to be a tough one.
It's at home though, right?
Yeah, because Leicester have been sort of... Obviously, they're reformed. They've gone to rehab and come back.
You just took the words out. Gone to see Team Sky.
Literally. There's Wiggins and Bradley Wiggins and them guys, yeah?
Dr. Bonar. Dr. Bonar.
Missing laptops.
What a name.
Missing journals and archives. But
the missing laptop. Yeah, Leicester are back.
In full effect.
I think we can deal with that.
Yeah, I think we'll have enough. I kind of think Welbeck's going to score, I reckon, 3-1.
He's due a goal though, right?
Yeah, and he got that winner, obviously.
Do you think his decision-making was a bit off?
Terrible.
What do you think that was? Was that rust, or do you think he can just improve it? Or
improve it, because he had chances to settle that game, and we could have quite easily paid the price.
Yeah, and it's like he sort of was in two minds.
Yep, definitely. I mean... But that chance where he could have cut it back for Sanchez, I could see why he was going for the shot. And
No. I think that was a good choice.
Yeah,
because
but in hindsight, all you have to do is be a bit more aware.
Yeah,
you've got your teammates there for a tap in almost.
Maybe the pressure of coming on in the last few minutes, and
it's Wembley Stadium FA Cup semi-final.
You've got a set amount of time to make your mark. Yeah,
and you who don't want to go for glory?
Oh, you're gonna have to shoot.
Exactly. You're not gonna pass your teammate.
No way.
So yeah.
All right. So what's your prediction?
3-1.
Oh, okay. Any notable goal scorers?
Welbeck and Giroud.
Welbeck and Giroud. Okay. Very, very last thing. Thoughts on Giroud?
He had a frustrating game, but
he's done his bit.
His hold-up play was good.
He was a target.
I
noticed Czech was looking for him every time.
Him and company had a good few close-ups. I think he picked up a little knock early on from his little tussle with company, but it didn't finish there. So no, it was good. Because I think if we started a bit lighter up front, Welbeck...
well, we didn't see Walcott, which was weird.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I think he was just happy. I think he just didn't want to change it.
We were winning, didn't it?
Yeah, he was reluctant to change it because we was doing okay. Yeah. I think if we started a bit lighter up front, I think that could have just maybe knocked us a bit and sort of knocked our confidence.
Yeah, true.
Giroud was an outlet, so
we did win the physical battle.
Yeah, so it was good.
We got accused of like rotational fouling, and which I'm happy with. I like that.
What I mean. It was a team performance, like a unit. They all came out with a motive to do.
We got a great record at Wembley, so I've got high hopes for the Chelsea game.
Yeah, bring them on.
All right, great episode.
Yeah.
Go on.
Great episode. We've been missing for a while, but we're back now. So give us a like, a follow, and a rating on iTunes, positive one if you can.
If you're happy.
But your honest opinion.
Actually, it's the feedback that we want, really.
Most definitely. We appreciate your support. Keep supporting Arsenal.
Come on, you Gunners.
Come on, you Gunners.